Night. We're here to talk about some KSU sports. It's the Owl Show. All right. So mighty good stuff going on. We want to welcome Shannon. Shannon's the new night manager here for a while. She's in training before she moves down to Fayetteville. So we're happy to have Shannon on board. She's going to be a Southside. She's actually from Pittsburgh. Went to college at Slippery Rock up in that area. So
Yep.
I've heard of that school.
Rocks are slippery.
Especially
Sometimes
around
they
Erie,
are.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, especially around Pennsylvania. Yep. So my name is Chuck Burge. We're here with the Owl Show, and my co-host, Mr. Robert Kinney. How are you, Robert?
Living the dream. I don't live on a slippery rock.
That's good to know.
I've lived under a slippery rock before, but those are years we don't talk about, right, Adam?
I've not been called slippery a few times, and that rocks.
What
but,
about
yeah.
slippery and rocks?
All right, and we also have with us to start the show a weekly recap of what's happening in KSU sports with our intern, Adam the intern, ATI. What's happened this week in KSU sports?
Well, the week started off with the soccer team drawing against Georgia State, which I was actually at that game. It was a good game. We almost scored in the second half. Couldn't quite get it done. But it was a good game. And then the volleyball team
So it was a
beat-
0-0 draw?
Yes, it was a 0-0 draw. And then the volleyball team beat Wake Forest and Mississippi State, which we love.
3-2.
Yes. The football team didn't do great against Chattanooga. Lost 27-20. But it's okay. We got a bounce back week this week against Furman.
The Purple Paladins.
Yes, the Purple Paladins. The volleyball team then
That'd
lost.
be worth a lot of Scrabble points, wouldn't it?
Yes,
Paladins?
the Paladins.
The Purple Paladins.
Purple Pal.
I don't even know if they have enough P's for that.
That's a lot of towels.
Yes. The soccer team lost to Samford on Sunday, and the volleyball team lost to Western Michigan. And then we played a little bit of golf, and the men's golf team won the All-State Stream Song Invitational in Bowling Green, Florida.
Yeah, I looked at that. Is there really a Bowling Green, Florida? I've never heard of Bowling Green, Florida.
It seems like there is. I've never heard of Bowling Green, Florida either.
Only
but-
BGSU I knew was in Kentucky.
Probably somebody who moved from Kentucky to an unincorporated area of Florida and was like, hey, we'll just name this after the hometown. But so impressive, winning. I don't care how many schools or what schools are involved in your golf tournament. If you go out and you win the whole tournament, that's balling.
I think
Yes.
we heard there were 15 teams.
Yes,
it was-
there were 15 teams.
I'm looking at
And
12 right now, but there you go.
our
I think
record
Carrick
says
told us.
15-0. So
Yeah.
if that's what Carrick told us, then that's what I'm going to go with.
I would agree with that.
I think Carrick is right most of the time.
I don't know about that, but he's right this time, I think. Yeah.
I'm okay with blind faith with Carrick. I'm not following either one of you with blind faith, but I'll follow.
I wouldn't
I'll follow
follow
Maynard G.
me
Krebs
with
around.
blind faith.
I wouldn't follow me either with seeing faith.
So you guys both agree with me.
Exactly.
Yes.
Which is strange in itself.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, anything else?
No.
No,
not that
so I want
know
to talk
of.
a little bit about the volleyball match. Me and MVP, who's been a guest on our show, went, and Garrett and Will were there. And I wanted to sit over behind the Owls bench because I want to know what was going on. And I saw Emma Sherfrantz and Courtney Brown and who else has been on the show from the volleyball team?
Shelby Dennis.
Shelby Dennis was the, what's that position called? That she called the Lemire or something like that.
Something like that.
And there was one other player that we've had on. I can't remember who it is. But, man, there is a lot of energy in the Convo Center for a volleyball match.
Yes, there is.
That was a lot of fun. I never knew at a volleyball match that after the first game or set, whatever you call it, that you switch benches to be on the side of your team. I thought you stayed on the same side. I mean, football, I guess it's one team on each side, but on volleyball, there's the two teams are on the same side. But afterwards, I said, well, where are they going? The game's not over. And they were just switching benches. And then they switched again, and then going to the fifth set, they switched halfway through the game. So I don't know what the whole function is, I guess, so we have equal time on both sides of the net. But first game, we had a lot of errors in terms of serving. I think we had 7 or 8 points that we gave away because we didn't get a serve in. And second set was very close. Third set was very close. We won both the second and third set. The fourth set, they kind of demolished us. In the fifth set, you only played a 15. The first 4, you played at 25, and you have to win by 2. and the fifth set you play to 15, and you have to win by 2. And I think we won by like 4 or 5 in the last set, and it just a lot of fun. I asked Garrett. I called Garrett that day. I said, "Hey, how long do I need to plan on staying there?" He said, "Oh, it's going to take no longer than 2 hours. Match started at 7. I walked out at 10:30." But it was a lot of fun, and I will be going back to more volleyball matches. They had Griffin's game Saturday. I was glad to see they won for Griffin's game, and talked to Coach Schunsel. Congrats, fabulous game, a lot of energy, and look forward to more of what's going on with volleyball. Also ran into Callie Terza, our favorite hammer thrower, and
Our
and
only hammer thrower.
an intern lifter, squatter. So she is on crutches, and we wish her the best as well. So some good things going on. Great news about the golf team winning. I don't know that they've ever won a big tournament like that. Have they, Carrick? They have.
The
They have,
18th,
yes.
18th win in school history as far as winning a tournament,
Wow, that's really cool.
That's more than 17.
which is where the old record was.
Exactly.
New record on KSU campus.
And if you go onto the KSU website, they have Coach Schunsel's Griffin's game speech, which is worthy of
A listen.
of your minute.
Yep, awesome. And we thank you, Coach Schunsel, for supporting our show and getting players on here. Speaking of people that want mic time, Carrick wants to come sit in with us and talk a little bit about a fundraiser. Look, is he going to get applause? Wasn't that applause?
The crowd cannot control themselves when he shows up.
Yeah, when Maynard G. Krebs is here, they go wild.
They do.
They do.
It's almost like there's a lot of similarities with Elvis concerts in the early '60s and you showing up here at Miller's Ale House in 2023.
Yeah, I'm waiting for undergarments to be thrown
Well,
at me.
that's the first thing I was thinking of.
Preferably from females.
If Larry,
Pull your pants up, Larry.
If
That's
Larry
right.
lets it go, I'm just telling you all, I am out of here.
Please, Larry. All right. So Carrick has some news he wants to share with us.
Yeah, I'm really excited to announce our collective, the Owls Collective, met today, and we are going to, part of our efforts to always have recurring revenue, we're going to sell coffee. We have verbally agreed to a deal with Apothecary Coffee Roasters in downtown Kennesaw.
Correct. I know the owner.
I know
And-
the people.
And we are going to be selling coffee. They already have a plan in place with another collective, and that collective agreed that we could do that. And we are going to be selling coffee. So save your money for Christmas when you want to give away a nice gift. We'll be selling, I
Pound
guess,
bags of coffee. and
pound
stuff like-
bags and K-cups.
Okay.
So,
So this won't involve any consumption of coffee at any KSU games. This is just going to be done on the outside.
yeah, you can
Okay.
go to their website and buy it, and we get a percentage.
Very nice.
So
Everything
like
else.
we're very excited to do that. So maybe we can have a coffee drinking contest here next year.
Maybe that'd make us perk up.
Oh, good line, Chuck. Wow.
Come on, Robert. That was good.
That was a good line.
Yeah.
ATI doesn't
Man,
think much
man,
of that.
man, if we
Well,
could have
you know,
just said,
if Robert said the sky was green, ATI would say the sky's green.
That is true.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
that's my boy.
So,
Yeah.
No, well, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great. I don't
so-
drink coffee, but I know plenty of people that do, and Apothecary is a really good company. And
I will tell you this. If we can sell to commercial accounts, we get a much bigger cut of the money.
oh, sure.
So if y'all know any companies that
Do other coffee shops buy from the apothecary?
I don't know, but I can tell you that the other collective that buys coffee from Apothecary sells to a large locally owned gas retailer.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Oh, so it's Quick Trip.
No, the other one. We
Racetrack.
Yeah.
I know somebody who works at racetrack.
Well, but
MVP's wife works at racetrack.
I don't think that they will dump Georgia to sell ours, but we will approach other people about that. So if you have anybody that is a commercial company and wants to buy coffee, we will be able to have that for sale through their website.
That's a really awesome opportunity.
How about like restaurant chains like Miller's Ale House?
That's a possibility. Do you know the CEO?
I know the guy.
You know the guy.
I know the regional-
I know
good.
the regional manager.
I know Sean and I've met Bailey.
Yes.
You know Greg.
Well,
I know Greg.
yeah, but Sean and Bailey probably call all the shots. They're just
Yeah,
Maybe.
Sean does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
He not only calls the shots, he drinks the shots.
yes. Well,
He just
That's
pours
true.
the shots. He
Yeah.
pours the shots.
Oh, he just pours the shots. When
Yeah.
he's off duty, he drinks the shots.
Yeah.
So, he drank many when Aaron Rodgers got kinked on Monday night. So that was kind of. Have you met Shannon? Shannon's our new manager here. So.
well, hey, Shannon.
Everybody say hey to Shannon. Hooty
Hey,
hoo!
hooty hoo!
Hey,
Hooty
Shannon.
hoo!
All right.
All right. Well, that's all I needed to share. So
Well, we appreciate it.
we appreciate y'all letting us put that out there, and
And we have a meeting tomorrow with another opportunity, maybe
We
raise some
do.
money for the collective.
maybe so.
All right.
So we'll be smiling, won't we?
We'll be smiling.
All right.
Keep
well,
on smiling, Wet Willie, right?
All right. Yeah.
Keep on.
Smiling through the rain.
All right. Well, Maynard G. Krebs is out. Thank y'all.
Thank you, and send Mr. Kirk over here if you would.
All right.
Oh, look at that! There's cheering for you again.
He's
Maybe.
the best beatnik we've ever had on this show.
One of my favorite beatniks ever on TV was that dude that thought Jethro was smoking crawdads on the Beverly Hillbillies. Did you ever see that episode?
No.
Funny thing. He thought it
Mr.
was
Dreyfus, Miss
Mr. Drysdale.
Drysdale, and then Miss Hathaway.
A beautiful woman.
Not so much.
No, not so much at all. Look at her give us a thumbs up.
Hey, we could probably do our Alvin commercial.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Hey, Alvin Jameson here, the mortgage guy. Are you looking to get pre-approved for a home loan? Or maybe you want to build a house from the ground up? Are you curious, or better yet, is your significant other on your back about making renovations in your current home? Call me. I have options for you. All self-employed individuals. Are you torn between writing off all your income or having to show your income to qualify for a house? I have a third alternative for you. Whether you're a W-2 employee, self-employed individual looking to do a purchase or pull money out of your current house, or better yet, we can't forget the investors out there. If you have that high interest rate, hard money loan and looking to refinance out of it, again, give me a call. I have options. Below are the states that I'm personally licensed in. Call me, 404-587-9033. Again, 404-587-9033. Visit the website, alvinjameson.com.
And welcome back to the Owl Show. And we thank Alvin Jameson for being a sponsor of the Owl Show, as well as the Three Guys Who Love Sports at 5 o'clock here at Miller's Ale House every Wednesday at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And speaking of coming back, Stan Kirk, how are you, buddy?
Good. How you doing, Chuck?
Doing good.
Good.
Stan is not only a great guy, he's a egg producer. Not himself, but he has chickens that does that. And they're pretty good eggs.
Thanks, Chuck.
They take exactly like eggs. And Stan is here to tell us about the going-ons in Chattanooga this weekend when we lost 27-20 to the Mocs.
We had a great second half.
Yep.
Yeah. Second half was good.
Yep. So did you go up to tailgate and everything?
Yeah, we went to the alumni tailgate, and that
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah. So tell us all about it.
Had a good turnout for the tailgate. I don't remember how many people, but had good food at the Chattanooga Brewery. Lots of people there to socialize with, and we had a good time at that.
Yeah. Now, you went to Greensboro, right, for the basketball?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I wasn't.
Because we had a pretty good turnout there. I was just wondering if it was as big as that. So,
Yeah.
but we had the brewery all to ourselves, right? It wasn't like
Right.
the other team was in
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah, and it was packed.
Yeah. So how many people you think came?
150 maybe.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And but we didn't cook. We just ate at the brewery, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They had good spread of food. They had sliders, chicken tenders, wings, salad.
And poor Will didn't get to eat anything.
No, they had salad for Will.
They had salad for Will. Awesome. So tell us, I know the game started out a little slow, and we got a little bit better in the second half, as Robert said.
Yeah, we were, at halftime, we were hoping they'd make some adjustments like they did the week before and come out a different team, and they did. They came out strong and had some good drives, and, some people started giving up on them, though, in the fourth quarter and started to leave, and we were saying, you better not leave, and we almost did it. We almost pulled it out.
Did we have a chance in the end?
We did.
To tie it up?
We had that drive coming down and just came up short. But
I hate it when
Had
that happens.
the ball with an opportunity to tie it up, though.
that's right.
That's cool. How was the stadium?
Stadium was nice. The bad part was they were bleacher type seats, so no backs.
So no
and
backs.
My neck was killing me by the end of the game, but overall the stadium atmosphere was good. There were a lot of KSU fans there, and we were well represented and making a lot of noise, and it's glad to see that much support for our team.
Did the band go?
No,
Okay.
the band didn't go.
Did they never travel on road games?
I'm not sure. I don't remember if I've seen them in a road game before or
If
not.
they don't travel to
UTC, they're probably not going anywhere
That's
else.
where I was
Maybe Jacksonville State might be a little bit closer.
They did go to Jacksonville State
Did they?
last year, right?
Okay. But we don't have them on the schedule. They got whooped pretty good on they didn't get beat bad, 14 points, I think.
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina. But yeah, so we're now 1-1, and we got Furman this week,
Furman's going to be tough.
and Furman's here, right?
No. Yes, it is. It is. Yeah.
Coach. That's that should be a tough game. The Purple Paladins. I saw them beat Georgia Tech one time, and took this girl trying to impress her how good my jackets were, and it didn't turn out so good. They got beat 17-10 by Furman. I was embarrassed. I said, "Listen, I don't even feel like taking you home. You got to walk." But it was brutal. So we're 1-1. Got 7 more games to go, and we got to get the rest of them. Furman be a good start. I don't know. I haven't watched Furman play this year.
They are 1-1. They played Tennessee Tech and beat them 45-10, and then played at South Carolina last weekend, the Gamecocks. So very large matchup for them there. Lost 47-21 in Columbia.
Wow. So they scored some points
Yeah,
anyway.
still put 21 points up on the board
Yeah.
against an SEC team, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
they're
bad.
going to be tough to beat.
Are they?
They're in the top 10, I believe. So.
In the 1AA or
Right.
the FCS.
FCS.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's you only play them one at a time, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, how do you like the new offense compared to the old triple option?
I'm a big fan of the triple option from my days at Georgia Southern, where you were at too, Chuck. But I did see it was time for a change. With the change in the rules for unblocking, it just wasn't working anymore. So I like the new offense. I think they should have thrown a little bit more Saturday night, but they're learning it. So they're
Yeah.
going to come around, and once
Little
they
by
get in the
little.
groove,
Yeah.
they're
No
gonna be
matter how
good.
many times you practice against your own team at that, you need that field experience.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the same thing with Desmond Ritter. But
No. There's only so much you can ever learn at a practice. I mean, it's different. And to your point, Furman's ranked 8th in the FCS school. So definitely a tough competition for us. How do you feel after 2 games of watching us start to incorporate more things into the offense with the shotgun and a little more spreading the ball around? Feel like it's getting there?
Yeah, I see progress. They're improving with every drive they have, and it's just a matter of time before they're hard to stop. They're going to come around.
I love that time.
yeah, it's fun to watch a team get a little bit better every game. And like we said, it's just practice, or not practice, but game.
Game reps.
Yeah, game reps is what's important. And so hopefully, who do we have after Furman?
After Furman, we get a little easier.
Tennessee Tech, I believe.
Yeah.
Who Furman just played, right?
Right.
So Yeah, you have Tennessee Tech, and then you have Charleston Southern.
And that's on the 30th.
But both of those games are on the road. So, we're here at home. We're looking for the best. And then September 23rd and September 30th, so back-to-back weeks, in Cookeville, Tennessee, and in Charleston. So, it might not be traveling to the left coast to play USC or something like that, but, traveling back-to-back weeks isn't easy no matter who you are.
Especially in two different directions, right?
Absolutely. Two different states.
If you're going to Tennessee playing Tennessee Tech and then maybe Austin Peay the next week, you could stay up in Tennessee, but not in this case. So do you go to a lot of road games?
I go to as many as I can. I'm going to Charleston and went to Chattanooga. That's probably the only two for this year based on my calendar, but I try to.
Oh, I really wanted to go Saturday. My son moved to to Pennsylvania on Sunday, and I need to spend Saturday with him.
Oh, yeah.
But, we look forward to many more times, and I guess tailgating will start about, I think Adam said kickoff was at 5.
Right.
Yes, kickoff is at 5.
Yep, so
I believe tailgating
tailgating.
starts at 3.
no.
12.
You haven't been tailgating
Well,
with Will.
Those guys.
Yeah.
They'll start about 8 a.m.
They'll get there about 9 or 10 and start cooking and get all that stuff.
Garrett has to get in his nap at 11:30 to make sure he's ready for the whole game.
Yeah, we had a great time tailgating at the first game when we won 37-7 or 38-7.
48.
No, it wasn't that many.
38-7.
38. Yeah, 38-7. And they scored the first 7 points, and we just piled it on in the second half. Again, 5 turnovers we created in that game. So great game, and we just look forward to more KSU football coming up this fall. Weather's turning cooler. It's a lot more fun to be at a football game when it's 70 as opposed to when it's 95.
Oh, it sure is.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's got that game. There's a couple games to have circled, but, late home games where you might be able to eat a little brunch at Miller's Ale House going right before the game.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I'd say even come here and watch game day on a Saturday.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, and get their new brunch.
Absolutely.
Maybe watch an early game and then head over to KSU to watch the Owls.
Yeah, because we've got 3 more games after this week left at home. All of them are 3 o'clock kickoffs right now. So I think, like you said, come in, watch game day,
Have
eat a
some
little brunch.
steak and eggs
A little brunch.
for $10.
Save a little bit of room for whatever Will the Thrill is making in the parking lot. And I'm excited.
And go from there. You're going to try to go Saturday, you said?
I am.
All right, cool. I'll try to go with you. I think we can get us some tickets. We'll figure it out. All right. Well, Stan, thanks for coming on and giving us
thanks, Chuck.
the road report. Everybody,
Thanks,
a big hootie hoo for Stan Cook. All right, let's do our second commercial before we bring on the bananas.
Those guys are bananas. Oh, what did I just do there? I just messed that all up. There are a lot of places to get your oil changed in the Kennesaw area, but if you're looking for a personal experience, then stop in at Castrol Kennesaw Express Lube or Lost Mountain Express Lube. We'll always do our best to get you in and out quickly, safely, and without a whole lot of fuss. We're a true owner-operated business where you'll find Brian under a car or a hood at one of the shops. We offer experienced, knowledgeable technicians and the latest computer software to help maintain your new car warranty and keep your pride and joy running for the next 100,000 miles. We proudly offer Castrol products.
We proudly offer Castrol products.
I just saw a Hawaiian Joe shirt in front of me, and I was like, "Hey,
Hawaiian Joe." All right. So, speaking of Hawaii, you know what they grow in Hawaii?
coffee,
And what else?
macadamia nuts.
And what does Dole have out there besides pineapple?
We got bananas.
They got bananas, and we got the bananas on the show. Big hootie hoo for the bananas.
Hooty hoo!
Look at those guys over there, not even paying attention. Yeah.
But they do whenever the bananas are dressed up and doing
Bananas.
their banana thing.
Yeah. So, guys, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Matthew Bailey. I am the original banana, aka the big banana.
I am Cole Blue. I am the copycat, the second banana.
Now, I
Hey,
gotta
is
ask
that how you feel, the second banana?
Yeah, I don't even want to get into second banana. I have this rule where you're not allowed to give yourself your own nickname.
Nope, that was given to me.
Big
Thankfully.
the
Yeah.
big-
He's the big banana.
Because clearly that's what he wants to be called. So I'm just making sure that somebody else bestowed it on him.
He's the big banana. He's
Okay.
the leader.
And did he give you
promise.
the second banana?
That might have been formed, but you know.
I just
We'll work
check.
on
I
it
was just
later.
checking on that. There's a guy on 680 The Fan who does Braves reports,
Yep.
and his name is McAlpin, and he has given himself, because clearly nobody is ever going to give a guy who didn't play baseball the nickname the Frozen Rope. And every time I hear that, I'm driving down the. There's no way you're not allowed to have that.
I wouldn't listen to him. That just makes me nauseous just thinking about it. So that's cool. So you guys have kind of grown from when we first had you on the show, probably about a year now.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't a year. It was after the basketball tournament. So it was sometime in the spring.
It was 6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months. Not quite a year. Half a year.
A good full summer right in the middle of that.
Absolutely.
So tell us what's going on with the bananas.
Yeah.
The banana boys.
Yeah, well, I guess over the summer we had a lot of interest. We finally started an Instagram account, got a lot of following from there, and we put out applications for people to start being bananas, and we now officially have 8 bananas, which
That's a bunch.
it is a bunch. It is a bunch. We have expanded crazy. We found a bunch of great people who are who are very enthusiastic about what we do and love to join in. We had 5 bananas actually go up to the Chattanooga game last weekend, and we had a blast up there. So
Well, I know I had a friend send me a picture of the bananas on the big screen at a Braves game not too long ago. He's like, your boys are there. I'm
That's
like,
true.
There they are. They're
we
everywhere.
got an invite. We were very thankful to Mr. Overton at the athletic department for sending us up there. Hooked us up right up there on the terrace. We hung out with Scrappy, got some good videos. Up on the board a couple times, dancing, jamming, doing our thing.
Beautiful.
Just making a presence in the area, you know, trying to do what we can.
All right, I got a great nickname for one of you. Tally Man. Do you know why? Robert, do you know why? I bet Carrick would get it.
I think this is beyond our generation.
Oh, it's way beyond your generation.
just a
Larry, you
little
got
bit.
any idea? So Harry Belafonte sang a song called Deo. Deo, Deo.
Oh, it's called the Banana Boat
And it
song.
says, yeah, Banana Boat song. It says, come, Mr. Tally Man, tally me banana.
We like 'em and we want
Yeah,
them.
so you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Tally Man would be a great nickname for one of your bananas.
Tally Man sounds a little bit too much like Tally something
Yeah.
else. I'm just staying away from that one.
You're whacked.
Yeah. I got a question for you. Now, what year are you guys?
I am a sophomore.
And I am a senior, graduating in the spring.
So you've started this, this wave, and, it just keeps feeding off of itself. How do we preserve it to where you guys can sit here comfortably today and say, yeah, 10 years from now, there'll be bananas at all these games still?
Well,
No, I'm taking this one. Thank you. If there's anything that I try to maintain whenever this guy and so many other people came up to me and said, "Hey, can I continue? Can I do this with you?"
Right.
It was leaving a print on the university as much as I can, and a lot of that comes from finding people that share the same passion as I do.
Sure.
This dude is crazy for the university in the same way that I am, and everybody that we've gotten thus far, we interview them, we talk to them, we see what kind of passion that they have, and everybody that we've gotten shares that exact same passion.
That's awesome.
And anybody else that comes into this order of bananas that we formed, the Potassium Parliament, as they called us at the last
Potassium
home game,
Parliament.
which was
Potassium
pretty fantastic, I must say.
Yeah, that's
Anybody that comes into that, we want to make sure that they have that same passion, and that's going to carry us for as long as we can go, you know?
So you've got somebody in every year of the school?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think so.
we've had a lot of freshmen coming.
Yeah, a lot of
Definitely.
freshmen.
Well, that's good because that's where you want to start, right?
Yeah, and one of the things we're trying to get more people to do is we're trying to get our new bananas to put their own kind of mark on the bananas, so that they kind of like want for it to grow just like we do.
Sure. Now, there are different logos in the middle of some of your chests.
Yes.
Is this something that when a new banana or a member of the Potassium Parliament, I love that. I'd have that one. I'd get that taken care of right now.
Oh, yeah.
Trademark.
Trademark.
do we come up with ideas for them? Like, hey, or you can't have a logo until you've done this for a year, and then
Or
we'll
like
move
an
on from
Animal
there?
House when you give everybody a name.
We
Correct.
sort of
Banana
developed a
hazing.
system. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're going to avoid the word hazing for the sake.
Thanks to Northwestern.
No hazing, no hammocks.
No hazing.
Banana hammocks.
So we kind of formed, somewhat unintentionally, a sort of ranking system with the bananas. I'm the oldest, certainly by age and definitely by year. I think I'm older than everybody by at least a couple years.
So you're Sarge.
Yeah, I'm
No, he's
Sarge.
the top banana.
I'm the big banana.
The big banana.
Big banana. Big banana.
Or El Presidente. I've also been referred to as that. And I just happened to ask for a logo with wings. Recently, the other experienced banana, Colin, he just revamped his costume, so we gave him the same logo as Cole, which is the actual owl, and then all the newbies have been given the normal KS symbol.
Okay.
So whether intentionally or
There's a
unintentionally,
progression.
yeah, we've sort of created a system of if you will, finding your wings. Of once you
never
get
seen
up
a
to this
banana
level,
with
there's your
wings.
wings.
Well, I mean, and I'm just making stuff up, but that's how I roll. I'm on the fly kind of guy. You guys could have letters to where you all line up, and it could be, K-E.
We thought about
it could
that.
be all sorts of things.
We thought
but-
about that. The only problem is then you got to get 3 people to show up to the same game at the same time. Which
at least.
little bit doable for stuff like basketball, football, but kind of what we wanted to do, sort of the vision that we had when we came into expansion was we want to put a banana everywhere because
Bananas everywhere.
Exactly. We want to drop our peels anywhere that we can.
I think that was part of FDR's new plan back in 32.
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's written down.
I didn't think
somewhere.
they'd know him, but if they knew Mr. Tallyman, they might know that. Yeah.
Nah, Cole can attest.
We dare to put a banana on the moon.
Put a banana on every street corner.
Cole can definitely attest to it. I think that what we really, really want is because when we were first doing this, there were other teams asking for the bananas to come out. We got asked by the men's tennis team, hey, can y'all come out to a match? Women's tennis team saw that, said, hey, can y'all come out to a match?
Absolutely.
Then we were sending people to Florida, and they were on the team bus to go watch a tournament. We had soccer come out and say, hey, you guys coming to the first soccer game? Hey, golf said, can we get a banana and a golf? I don't know what we're going to do for golf, but we're going to do it.
But it's okay. And, your story isn't that much different than mine because I'm with Chuck. And that makes me always have a banana somewhere close. But as we started going through different things, once volleyball meets us, volleyball's like, hey, that was pretty good. And all of a sudden, track and field wants a piece of it. And so it does evolve through all these things. So I think that's great.
Viral marketing, baby.
And we want to kind of be those people for even the lesser known sports where they have people other than their family and their friends show up. They have people who are fans because not a lot of people go to the soccer games
Chess
or the volleyball
match.
game. Exactly. The tennis games is just really people's family, sometimes their friends. Not many fans go out there. So if we're there and we're
Absolutely.
encouraging more fans to come out there, it's going to get more.
And if ever there was a chess match and they've got the little timer there, and the KSU guy goes and moves it over, and you two
we
do
are
a
there.
chest
We are
bump,
there.
and you're like fist pump. I mean, absolutely. I think that's the video that needs to be on your Instagram account.
absolutely.
This is how serious we are about this. I think that's great.
Well, we did a show maybe 6 weeks ago now that we created new cheers and stuff for the band. And, there were a lot of copyright issues with that. But there were some songs in there that were pretty cool. We did like Who Let the Owls Out, Who. And I don't know if you remember, but the song called Give Up the Funk. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we might have to steal a few of those ideas.
Yeah.
from you.
Well, we're like, we are the Owls. You can't beat the Owls.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're actually doing a very similar thing. Colin has already adapted a Atlanta United song that he's chanting at soccer matches.
There you go.
We're just trying to bring some culture, bring some energy.
Well, which we discussed a little bit off air. I don't want to get negative about anything, but there's not much at the football games. And we need to create some.
That's why we're here.
I'm going to send you the little things that we did.
Please do.
Nick's got them, but I'll send them to you too because that was a lot of fun. That was a fun night. We had 6 or 7 of us sitting around the table writing along. We did lyrics to. Did you ever see the Jeffersons moving on up to the east side? So we wrote whole new lyrics for that, all about the Owls, and it was fabulous. We had so much fun. We laughed a lot on that show that night.
We did, and there's a lot of rules on why we can't do this or why we can't do that. But if you're just a handful of owls hanging out in the stands, there's not much you can't sing to your heart's content. So.
Yeah, you're singing bananas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, it's our job to kind of find that line and push it a little bit.
It is.
Since
Absolutely.
I love pushing the
another
envelope.
student organization hasn't really done that in our time, especially for football, which is such a young team. Might as well be us.
Yeah. And then if they hurt your bananas, it's not going to bruise your ego, right?
No, certainly not. Certainly not. We're too ripe for that.
Oh, I like that. He just keeps doling them out. Dole bananas. You got it. Yeah, you're right.
No, we understood, Jim.
I didn't. I wasn't talking about you. So that's really cool. So, which is your favorite sport to do so far?
There's a little bit of bias, but the fact that we went to March Madness and we had a packed when we had a packed convocation center
Oh, yeah.
for the ASUN, I mean that changes. I will say, now that I have experienced what volleyball is like with the drummer at Kennesaw State,
Volleyball's definitely growing up.
I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
excited to get out to a volleyball game. I mean, those matches are crazy awesome. So I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the one Friday night, and I didn't even realize there was a drummer there until Will said. I said, "When's that drummer get here?" She's been here the whole time.
Oh yeah, I heard they a few years ago the women's volleyball team actually went to the national tournament or whatever, and they had the drummer actually go with them to the tournament.
Oh, really?
And they actually had to make special accommodations for the drummer because they were like, we've never had a volleyball team with a drummer.
Do you have a band? No, we got a drummer.
Yeah.
now.
Drummer.
So apparently they asked him for a pep band, and they went, "Yes, we have a pep band." Okay, how many members? One. So they called the volleyball team back and went, "Was there a mistake here? How many members do you actually?" No, it's one.
It's one.
It's
This
only
guy's
one.
got so much pep, we only need one.
Exactly.
And he really does bring the energy.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, granted, our girls are kicking some serious butt out there.
Yes, they are.
And they're doing a phenomenal job. It's only made even better when you've got a guy just going ham on the drum set. It's awesome. That place
Absolutely, it is.
great.
Yeah. Anytime there's noise, it makes energy.
100%.
And there just wasn't that any at the football game. I hate to say
But,
that.
but it's getting better every game, every year. I believe there was more people at this opening football game than there's ever been before.
Yep,
Over
10,500.
The question isn't where we were before. It's how we move forward. And I think if we can get 10,000 more butts in the stands on Saturday, and few of the fans are a little bananas. I think it only goes. Yeah, I'm so
it
good.
just comes naturally at this point.
It's very appealing.
They
Exactly.
really like their puns. They really like their puns.
We'll slip one in there every now and then.
Oh my gosh! Wow. These just write themselves.
No.
Absolutely.
He actually stays up late at night. And he's like, next time bananas are coming in, I got them all.
He just has a whole list on his phone.
No, I got this little notebook by my bed. Oh, I got one. All right.
And then I get ready, and I'm like, oh no, Chuck's going to do so much of that. I'm not even going there.
You're peeking over a little bit during the middle pocket.
Yeah, just a
that's
little
cool.
bit.
Yeah, I'd love to see us have another 10,500. Because what they've done for football games, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. They've moved the band over to the northeast corner of the
Yes.
stadium, visitor section, which has got to be hot for them. I'm sure they're not happy about it.
Well, now they're in the middle of the sun a little bit. But
Yeah.
what it is doing for us is they're keeping it next to the students, which is important. The students need to have that. The band is so crucially important to the energy in that place.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
team recognizes that. The team is super receptive of the band. And I hope that the band feels appreciated by the team as well. But now as well, there should be a little bit easier hearing for the home side because they're playing directly at it. A little bit more echo on their part, but hopefully the home side's getting some more sound.
Well, what was weird to me was I sat there and watched the whole game. And I said, when are they going to play You Don't Want to Go to War with the Owls? And the guy that stands on the field with the numbers 2 minutes and 30
Big Red.
seconds still,
Yeah.
Big Red. it seemed like when they got down to 20 seconds, they started playing Who Wanted the Award. They never got time to get into the song because they waited too late to play it. So I don't know who to talk about that. That song is more inspirational than anything. I think it works so much better for basketball than it does for football.
It's really good.
I think it's the last 5 minutes before the game, the last 5 minutes before halftime. You know, it's got to be used to energize.
Hey, when we were in
everybody.
Chattanooga, we were screaming that the entire time.
Oh man!
So
every opportunity that we had to blast that out, we'd all face backwards. We turn directly to the stands and just immediately start clapping, start screaming because
Because you're bananas.
Energy.
What are they going to do?
Exactly.
Judge you?
Yeah.
They're judging us enough by
Hi, I'm
putting
a
on
banana
costume.
judge. Yeah.
It was awesome being able to go up to Chattanooga. The tailgate was fantastic. The Illinois tailgate brewery was awesome for everybody. Treated us so
fan
well.
turnout was surprisingly really. It was
Yeah.
For an away game.
Now, I know you guys went to Greensboro for the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the furthest you've gone?
Yeah, that's
for
far.
a game?
We're making some accommodations. Obviously, the farther we go, then you have to kind of start looking at overnight stays and everything like that. And the more that we expand,
Don't you have a van that you can sleep in down by the river?
Well,
We're working on a banana bus right now.
Oh,
So.
Banana bus.
Bavana.
Donors, sponsors a banana bus.
Please.
We would love that. Honestly, we want to make sure that we can get as many bananas out to every game as we can. But
Sure.
the more that we do expand, the harder it does get.
Absolutely.
Have you reached out to somebody like a manufacturer or a producer of bananas, like Dole or Tropicana or something like that?
For a sponsorship,
Yeah.
that I've not yet.
Dream
Not
big,
yet.
baby. That's all I'm saying. Dream
You
big.
got that right.
You know what they can tell you?
No.
Yes or no.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
fair.
And if you hear no enough, I always told when I used to train people sell insurance, I said, there's one reason you're going to fail. You don't tell your story enough. Period. If you don't tell your story, nobody's going to hear it. If you tell it enough, you got to determine.
Somebody's going to do it.
Somebody's going to do it. Tell your story. It's a really, really cool story, what you guys have. And
That's why we're here.
and I hope I can. I'll reach out to a few people I have. I don't know any banana people, but I know some people. Yeah.
Well, we've had a lot of talks so far. It's a lot working, but we've had a few talks about sponsorships so far.
We're working on it. We'll keep those under the rug for now. but,
Dairy
you know,
Queen.
Dairy Queen banana splits would be pretty fantastic. Hear me out. Second half of the basketball game.
Ready.
Place is going crazy.
You're talking in Greensboro.
We foul, right? Not that bad. Foul a shot, make sure that he doesn't go up for an easy layup. Guy steps up, misses first free throw. Everybody starts chanting, banana split or something like that, right? You know, something easy. They miss a second free throw. Every student in there who registered for their ticket gets a free banana split at Dairy Queen.
There you
or
go.
50% off or something like that. I mean, come on. That
Kind
is
of like
easy.
where you would say buttermaker or Butterfingers or something like that, and you just yell, banana split, ice cream.
They missed two free throws back to back. But I guess they're
Any
everybody gets
player-
their
I mean,
reward.
it's
It incentivizes
we're
students to
giving
bring
the
energy.
idea straight to you.
We want ice cream.
Exactly.
We want ice cream.
Exactly.
Could work.
That works.
And
fantastic.
when they get worried about they'll be giving out too much ice cream, you just let them know that it only counts for the final 2 minutes of the first or second half to make sure that they're big free throws.
There you go. And those students will go crazy for that. They'll go
Absolutely.
crazy for that.
Students love free stuff.
Oh,
Chuck
no doubt
used
about
to
it.
do all sorts of crazy stuff just for ketchup packets and mustard packets because he loves mustard. But that's a story
Hey,
for a
Larry,
different day.
tell him what I ate at the house today. Tell him. Just shake your head.
Please tell him his mother.
Larry,
He had a jelly and mustard sandwich.
grape jelly and mustard.
Are you glad you're
man.
sitting so close to him?
To each his own. To each his own.
There you go. So, because we like you guys, we'll be putting in a lot of other banana ideas.
Thank you. Always appreciate it.
You got it, didn't you? Go pudding, Pudding, banana pudding.
This man is obsessed with it, even before the whole banana thing.
I am
started.
too.
Kind of
He's
a fiend for
obsessed.
My sister-in-law makes the best banana
It was
pudding in the
also
world.
hilarious when we walked in at Chattanooga. The second we walk in the gates, straight to our right, they were selling frozen bananas.
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
chocolate dip
oh,
frozen
the
bananas.
The
chocolate,
chocolate
ones?
dip,
Oh,
it
God, those
literally
are awesome.
wrote itself. And they were delicious.
They were really good. I wish I could give that poor little shop a shout out, but I don't remember the name. But
That's
they were
cool.
delicious. If you're ever at a UT Chattanooga game, look for the banana stand. That's fantastic.
Right around the corner
I
from
used to eat
Finley
those.
Stadium.
And
I used to eat those
and
all the time at
cheesecakes.
Disney World.
Chocolate cake,
I got
bananas,
so
and
sick.
cheesecakes. I mean, those. Oh, it was so. It was so.
Well, we want to thank our two favorite bananas, Matt and Cole, for being on tonight. And
Absolutely.
We'll have you back often now, and I will send you a list of the stuff we came up with, all right? Everybody put your hands together for Matt and Cole, the top and second banana, the big banana. Thank you, guys. You're welcome here anytime. All right, we'll get our last commercial in. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Tired of going to the same old places for the same old thing? American Access has your solution. Whether you're looking for something new to do before or after the game, bachelor, bachelorette party, or a work outing that'll have them talking at the water cooler for years to come, American Access, with their 3 Atlanta locations in Marietta, Tucker, and now in downtown at the Works, they've got your answer to the same old, same old. Look us up at American Access or give us a call at 678-763-3635 to schedule your next adventure.
And we thank you, Dan Fisher, for being a sponsor of the Owls Who Live Sports, along with Alvin Jameson and Brian Bristow at Express Lube. It is now time for our weekly picks.
So we dumped 2 bananas and we got
We got a peach of a guy.
oh, okay, we'll go with that one.
I'm shaped more like an oversized apple, but it's okay.
Pretty soon we'll start calling you Slim.
Hey, I broke 30 pounds, so I'm.
Oh, did you?
There you
That's
go,
awesome.
man.
That's awesome. I did too, but I was eating 30 pounds.
Oh,
I
well,
wasn't
that's-
losing any pounds. Yeah.
Well, I did that a couple months ago.
All right, so Will's here for our pick segment. And again, since we're moving to Conference USA, we're going to pick Conference USA games. And we thank you, Dan Fisher, especially because now we're not only picking Chuck's losers, we're giving them the axe. So let's get. What are you looking at me like that for?
Dude, you got a weapon. I'm supposed to keep an eye on you.
Yes.
Just because you've only been drinking Powerades doesn't mean, they might not have gone to your head or something. I don't know.
It's a good thing he's right-handed and it's over on your side.
I am ambidextrous. Not only that, I can use both hands.
You're what?
Ambidextrous. Do you not know that word?
No, I know that word. That's just not how you pronounce that word.
You know how you pronounce
It's
ADIM?
ambidextrous.
You know how you pronounce ADIM? Moron. All right, let us finish our show.
This is what happens when Larry walks away from the board for too long.
All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games to pick today, starting with Liberty -3.5 at Buffalo.
Did Liberty cover last week with the easiest schedule in America?
I think they did. Larry, did you do our Isles picks too of how we came out? Simple answer, yes or no.
No.
Thank you, Larry.
Next week I can.
Next week I can do it.
So last week we had UTEP -1.5. I don't know how they did. New Mexico +2.5 at
Utah
Liberty.
lost badly to Northwestern.
You mean UTEP?
Yeah, they lost. They lost very badly to Northwestern.
Okay. Then Northwestern shouldn't have gotten the axe. All right, so let's get back to this week, and we'll check on next week's and give you a 2-week update.
There you go.
All right, this week we got Liberty -3.5 at Buffalo. Buffalo used to be a pretty good team. For a couple of years here, they were scaring the Power 5 teams, but I don't know that they're doing that anymore. So
I just pulled up Liberty on the schedule just to make sure what they had done last week. They won last week 33-17. So I'm going to go with what I said before the season started, and that's Liberty has the easiest schedule in the entire country. So this might be one of their tougher games in Buffalo, but I'll still take Liberty laying the 3.5.
And
Robert
it's at
and Will.
Buffalo.
it is at Buffalo.
Hey, I'll be rooting for anything from Buffalo over Liberty. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to look
Robert
a gift
takes
horse
Liberty.
in the mouth.
Brother Will, how about you?
I think Liberty's going to win. I don't want them to win, but I still think they're going to win.
All right, Will's on Liberty. I am going to give the axe to Liberty.
Oh, wow.
I think they're going to win, but I don't think they're going to cover.
Oh, okay.
So
wow, a close game.
I think it'll be a lot closer because Buffalo's home, and like I said, they're not that bad of a team.
Buffalo looked good against Wisconsin.
Yep, they scored points. So
They scored 17 of them.
I will give the axe to Liberty. All right, FIU +7 at UConn. UConn is another one of those teams that are perennially in the bottom 10 of the worst teams in the country.
Is the 3-point line in play for this game with UConn?
No, I don't think so.
Because if UConn's got a 3-point line, clearly they're gonna cover because those guys know how to shoot the rock from downtown. Give me UConn anyway, even if without a 3-point line. I'm still going UConn.
Will the Thrill?
I've got to go with UConn because UConn is home this week,
They are home.
and that's a long way for FIU to travel.
You
So
got that right.
FIU, baby. And I am also going to give the axe to FIU. I think UConn covers.
that was not a very demonstrative. Thank you.
Yeah. Now you're missing half an arm. Are you happy?
But I believe it's picked now.
Oh
Yeah, there you
yeah. Why are you here? Because I didn't believe him the first time.
A mere flesh wound.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Yeah. All right. Western Kentucky plus 29 at Ohio State. And as we talked about on the earlier show,
Whoa, what's the spread?
29.
Oh, jeez.
Kyle McCord is now the full season starter for Ohio State unless something happens to him.
Ohio State hasn't looked that impressive, haven't been blowing people out, but I can't take a team that's mascot is a small hill. So I'm gonna.
They're not even a hill; they're just the top of the hill.
It's just like a little red guy. I thought it was
It's
just a little red orb
It's
at
just
first.
a red blob.
Yeah, it was like
His
a red
na-
blob.
I think
or
his name is Blobby.
Blobby, the hill thing.
Blobby Vinton, wasn't he a singer back in the 50s?
Unfortunately,
He's a reggae singer.
Unfortunately for Blobby, he doesn't have a lot of breakaway speed. So I'm going to go with the home team at the Horseshoe.
The Buckeyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ohio State too because Western Kentucky is the only team that can be cross-eyed with one eye.
Wow.
Once you've been to the backcountry of Kentucky, you
yeah.
might understand that.
Yeah.
How many branches on your tree? We ain't got no branches on our tree.
All right, so I think Kyle McCord's going to bust out now that he's got the confidence and 2 games of history behind him that he is going to be the man in OSU. A 3-chopper to Western Kentucky. They get the big 3-axe.
Wow.
All right. So North Texas plus 5 at La Tech.
I don't like either one of these teams, Chuck.
Then flip a coin. That's what I would do.
I'm gonna go with the Mean Green, just because
Ooh.
it's cool to say Mean Green. But I wouldn't be surprised, La Tech's tough team, man.
I'm going to go with La Tech just because you never know what those Cajuns will do at home.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with a team from Texas coming over.
Yes.
Could be a banana up the tailpipe at least.
That sounds well.
Not going to fall for one of those banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah, I'm going to give La Tech the axe. So I'm picking.
You should pick La Tech. You should pick La Tech. North Texas hasn't looked good this year.
I did pick La Tech.
Okay, good.
He
As
gave
the
North
axe.
Texas the axe.
Okay, good.
So I have North Texas covering the plus 5. So New Mexico State versus New Mexico. Very early for an in-state rival. But New Mexico is getting 1.5 at New Mexico. New Mexico State is getting 1.5.
I'm going to go with the larger New Mexico school, the non-state version.
That would be the Lobos, right?
That would be the Lobos, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And but obviously, Vegas knows this matchup better than most. And when they throw a 1.5 on it, clearly anything could happen.
It's
in
a
this
coin
game.
toss at that point.
Yes, it is.
People
Yes, it
will
is.
be riled up in Roswell. Carlsbad Caverns is on high alert for a motorcycle crew coming through.
Oh, you're talking about the alien city, not Roswell, New Mexico, not Roswell, Georgia.
Roswell, New Mexico.
Okay, cool. Will the Thrill?
Well, I'm going to have to go with State. No, that's who we want. I'm going to be different. I'm going to go with New Mexico. just because it's a coin toss. So I'm taking the other side of that.
Well, I took.
Well, he took New Mexico.
Oh, I thought, okay, then I'm taking New Mexico State.
Okay.
Well, maybe me and you could be like the same, and Axeman to change it
There's
up.
no
I don't-
telling what he's going to do.
That's true. I still don't know who I'm picking.
He still thinks he's Wapner over here. Wait till you hear this
No,
the third
this
time.
would be Wapner. That's that. Yeah.
No,
All
I
right.
think you still think
New
Wapner.
Mexico.
French Revolution.
New Mexico State is getting a 1.5. I don't think it's enough. I'm giving the axe to New Mexico State.
Oh, wow.
So we all picked the
He
same.
went with you.
No.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I
Do you
would
feel
have
good
picked.
What do you
knowing
call
that
it?
you
feel
What do you
better about
call
my
it?
pick now.
What do they call it on
I
game
would've-
day when only one person picks?
I would have picked New Mexico.
I don't know.
Lone wolf. That's what it is on the
Lone
game day.
wolf.
Yeah, you're the lone wolf. On
You're
New
the
Mexico.
lone-
I'm the lone wolf on that one.
Yeah.
You're always a lone wolf.
All right. The last pick of the show, UTEP, the Miners, right? Plus 18 against the Wildcats of Arizona in Arizona.
Heck of a basketball game, let me tell you. Hey,
Yeah, it would be.
what conference will Arizona play football in?
The Big 12.
So they're a Big 12 team.
Yes.
Have they signed with Big 12?
Yes,
Yeah.
they have.
Okay.
18 seems like a lot on this one. I'm actually going to say Arizona wins, but does not cover that huge spread.
So you got UTEP.
I'm taking UTEP plus all those points.
Not so fast, my friend.
Hey, as soon as you say that, there's only one person you sound like in the world, and that's not a good look for you.
Richard Simmons.
No,
No.
but close.
The Arizona quarterback's been playing really good this year. Arizona can cover the 18 and a half.
We're going to find
Or
out.
18. Go ahead.
No,
Will,
I'm
is
going
there-
with UTEP.
You're going with UTEP.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with UTEP.
All right.
He didn't want to
Just
be
because he
lone
was talking about the Arizona quarterback, I think there's going to be an ankle snapped in the first quarter.
UTEP did not look good against Northwestern. I watched that game.
So we have UTEP plus 18 at Arizona. You know what? One of my favorite songs from my youth is Arizona by Mark Lindsay.
Is that a beachfront property?
Arizona, take off your rainbow shades. UTEP is getting the axe. Arizona will cover the 18.
Hey,
2 weeks
Chuck
from
agreed with me.
2 weeks from this Saturday, you can hear Chuck hum a few bars at a big old karaoke competition down in the Square Marietta.
2 weeks from Saturday,
It's
yeah.
an karaoke competition. It's not a karaoke competition.
It's just singing when it
It's a
comes to this
karaoke
guy.
competition called karaoke.
Karaoke.
Yeah. All right, so we got everybody's picks logged in. We appreciate Carrick coming on.
We did everything except for one game here, guys.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, it's KSU.
Oh, yeah, KSU. No spread on this game. It's very hard to find spreads on KSU games, I guess, in this year of transition.
Well, have you seen us play? We're inconsistent this year.
Not only
We
that,
put a
you
point
don't know
spread
what
on
we're
that.
going to do.
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, up until this year, I could have I could have told you exactly what we were going to do. We were going to run the ball for 400 yards, and we were going to put, 25 to 30 points on the board. It was up to somebody else to beat us. But this year is a change. So
Well, we had Stan on. Tell us your take of the game.
we played a fantastic 10 minutes at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It was the first three quarters that we were just our offense couldn't get anything going. I don't know what it was. I don't know if our line was just outmatched or if there was a scheme issue but our defense after the first couple drives settled down and stopped them, but we just couldn't get anything going. We had 84 yards passing and I think 79 or 80 rushing at the end of the third quarter. And that is
Then they double that in the fourth quarter.
yeah, and you're not going to win a game doing that.
No, you're not.
So I'm hoping it was just growing pains, and we're settling into our offense. So that's kind of my take on that. Is about the time I thought the game was over, they finally decided to start playing, and then had a really great game. And we had a couple plays just didn't go our way.
And this week,
Yeah.
who you picking?
Who am I picking? Well, I'm going to have to give.
He is
you know what?
the mayor of Homerville.
I'm Homerville over here, but you know Furman's logo there, so I'm just going to have to give them the old FU.
No, FIU was earlier.
No. This is
That's
just
everyone.
This is just FU because that's Furman University.
Not
So-
FIU, just FU.
It's just FU.
It's completely different.
So, Beautiful school, beautiful campus, but I don't, and we've beat them before. But I'm going to say we're finally going to pull it all together and put up some numbers this week and win.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
Only thing I know about Furman is that I got a neighbor who went there, and you are not going to be a happy man this weekend, sir.
So Robert's going KSU.
KSU. Minus the 19.5.
Is that what you think it ought to be?
No.
That is unless they bring their mascot.
The purple Paladin?
No, he's that guy in the full armored outfit on a horse.
He's like a Knight.
He sits there the whole game in the armor, and I'm like, that's got to be hot.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little bit cooler. But you know me, I'm not always a homer, but I'm not picking against the Owls, so I'm giving the axe to
Ken Watson.
Furman.
There you go.
The purple Paladins are going down like. Well, no, I don't want to say it. Like Sherman over General Lee.
Like Britney Spears on a couple wine coolers.
There's a visual. Let me take your drink away.
All right, but
what's in
hey, this week's tailgate menu, just so you know, in case you're.
I was going to ask you about that.
This is barbecue week.
Barbecue week.
So I'm cooking pulled pork, and we're going to have a bunch of fixings to go with it. Last home game we served about 150 people.
So impressive. So what time does the feast get started?
We're officially allowed to be there 5 hours before, so noon. So you could probably show up about 10 and we'll be there.
Okay. I know we don't care about other people's time
and
frames.
we'll have a TV so we can watch game day and all that stuff.
Yeah, there'll be a TV so all the other games on.
Beautiful. I'll be there. And the immortal words of Michael Jackson, I'll be there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say beat it.
No, that was earlier. That was the Bananas.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what a great show. Thank everybody. Carrick, thank you for coming on. Stan, thank you. The Bananas, I think they split, but
Yeah.
ATI, Will,
and
Larry walking around.
Larry, the engineer, trying to take control of everything.
I think Larry might be running for office. He seems to be kissing babies and waving to people a lot lately.
All right. Well, one more big hooty hoo. Hooty hoo. All right, Owls. Let's go get them this Saturday against Furman, and we'll see everybody at the tailgate. Until then, hooty hoo, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 7 right here at Miller's Ale House.
Pound the purple.